Did you know that in Vietnam, some women cover themselves from head to toe while riding motorbikes, earning them the nickname street ninjas? It's not just a fashion statement, it's a cultural phenomenon with deep roots. But what happens when a traditional rural girl encounters this urban trend? Join us as we follow one young woman's journey from country to city and discover how she finds her place among the ninja riders of Ho Chi Minh City. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Meet Mai, a young woman from a small village in the Mekong Delta. Her days are filled with the rhythms of rural life, helping her family tend to their rice paddies, preparing traditional dishes with her grandmother, and participating in local festivals that celebrate their agricultural heritage. The gentle lapping of water against riverbanks and the rustling of leaves in fruit orchards form the soundtrack to her peaceful existence. But Mai dreams of more. When she's accepted to a university in Ho Chi Minh City, her heart races with excitement and trepidation. The bustling metropolis with its towering skyscrapers and constant hum of activity seems a world away from her quiet village. As she packs her bags, Mai wonders how she'll navigate this new urban landscape while staying true to her rural roots. Arriving in Ho Chi Minh City, Mai is immediately overwhelmed. The cacophony of honking horns and the sea of motorbikes weaving through traffic assault her senses. The air feels different here, thick with exhaust and the aromas of street food stalls. As she lugs her suitcase through crowded streets, Mai feels like a fish out of water, struggling to keep up with the frenetic pace of city life. The cultural shock hits hard in those first few weeks. Simple tasks like crossing the street become daunting challenges. The food, while delicious, lacks the fresh homegrown flavors she's accustomed to. Even the way people speak faster with unfamiliar slang makes Mai feel like an outsider in her own country. As the days pass, a creeping loneliness sets in. Mai misses the close-knit community of her village, where everyone knows each other by name. In the anonymity of the big city, she feels invisible, just another face in the crowd. Homesickness gnaws at her, and she finds herself longing for the comfort of her grandmother's embrace and the familiar sounds of rural life. But fate has a surprise in store for Mai. One sweltering afternoon, as she waits at a busy intersection, she notices something peculiar. Among the throng of motorbikes, a group of riders catch her eye, covered from head to toe in colorful fabrics, only their eyes visible behind dark sunglasses. These women seem to glide through the chaos with effortless grace. Intrigued, Mai watches as these mysterious ninja women navigate the streets with confidence and style. These ninja women aren't just a quirky fashion statement, they're a window into Vietnam's complex relationship with beauty, status, and adaptation to urban life. What Mai is about to discover will challenge her assumptions about her own culture and the city she's struggling to call home. As Mai observes these covered riders more closely, she notices the variety in their outfits. Some wear long, flowing jackets in vibrant colors, while others opt for more subdued tones. Their faces are shielded by masks and oversized sunglasses, leaving only their eyes visible. It's a striking sight, especially in the intense heat of Ho Chi Minh City. Curiosity piqued, Mai begins to ask around about this phenomenon. She learns that the full body coverings serve a very practical purpose: sun protection. In Vietnam's scorching climate, these outfits shield riders from harmful UV rays and help them stay cool during long commutes. But there's more to the story than just practicality. Mai discovers that the desire for pale skin runs deep in Vietnamese culture. It's not just about avoiding sunburn. Fair skin has long been associated with higher social status and beauty. This preference dates back to Vietnam's agricultural past, when working in the rice fields meant long hours under the sun. Darker skin became linked with outdoor labor, while pale skin signified a life of comfort indoors. The ninja style, it turns out, is a modern solution to an age-old concern. As urbanization brought more women into the workforce, the need to maintain pale skin while navigating the city on motorbikes gave rise to this trend. What started as a practical measure has evolved into a distinct subculture, complete with its own fashion sense and social implications. Finds herself fascinated by this blend of tradition and modernity. She spends hours observing the ninja women at busy intersections, admiring their confidence as they weave through traffic. She even overhears conversations about the playful ninja lead me, which pokes fun at both the appearance and driving habits of women in these outfits. Inspired by the ninja women, Mai is about to embark on a journey that will test her courage and transform her relationship with a city. What starts as a simple decision will lead her through a gauntlet of obstacles, each one bringing her closer to understanding the true spirit of Ho Chi Minh City. Mai's determination to join the ranks of the ninja women leads her to a local motorbike motorbike rental shop. The owner, noticing her hesitation, offers to teach her the basics. Mai's first attempts are far from graceful. She wobbles precariously, struggles to balance, and narrowly avoids toppling over more than once. The busy streets that once intimidated her now seem even more daunting from behind the handlebars. But Mai is nothing if not persistent. Day after day, she returns to practice, guided by her patient mentor. He teaches her not just how to operate the bike, but how to read the flow of traffic, anticipate other drivers' movements, and navigate the organized chaos of Ho Chi Minh City's streets. Challenges are numerous. Mai learns to weave through dense traffic, her heart racing as she squeezes between cars and other motorbikes. She practices quick stops and starts, essential skills for surviving the city's unpredictable rhythm. The constant honking, once overwhelming, gradually becomes a language she starts to understand. As weeks pass, Mai's confidence grows. Her movements become more fluid, her reactions quicker. The motorbike begins to feel like an extension of herself. One sunny morning, she decides it's time for her first solo ride through the city. With a mixture of excitement and nervousness, Mai merges into traffic. To her surprise, she finds a strange sense of freedom in the ride. The wind in her face, the nimble maneuverability of the bike, it all combines to give her a new perspective on the urban landscape. Streets that once seemed confusing now feel like familiar pathways. The city's energy, rather than overwhelming her, now pulses through her veins. As Mai parks her bike after this liberating ride, she notices a shop selling the colorful full-body outfits worn by the ninja women. A smile spreads across her face as she realizes she's ready for the next step in her transformation. From behind the mask of her new ninja gear, Mai sees Ho Chi Minh City through fresh eyes. The anonymity is liberating, but as the Tet holiday looms, a question nags at her. Can she reconcile this urban freedom with the traditions waiting for her back home? Mai's next ride isn't just across the city, it's between two worlds. Mai stands in the shop, her fingers tracing the vibrant fabrics of the ninja outfits. She carefully selects a set in shades of blue and green, reminiscent of the rice paddies back home. As she tries on the outfit, Mai catches her reflection in the mirror. The transformation is striking. Only her eyes are visible, glinting with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. Her first ride as a ninja woman is exhilarating. The fabric flutters around her as she weaves through traffic, feeling both invisible and invincible. The sun's heat, once oppressive, now barely touches her skin. Mai revels in the freedom this new identity brings, blending seamlessly into the sea of riders around her. This change ripples through Mai's daily life. She finds herself more confident in her interactions, no longer feeling like an outsider in the city. The anonymity of her ninja gear allows her to observe and absorb urban life without self-consciousness. She even strikes up conversations with other ninja women at traffic lights, forming a sense of camaraderie she'd been missing. As Mai grows more connected to the city's rhythms, she begins to see Ho Chi Minh City not as a chaotic maze, but as a living, breathing entity. She discovers hidden alleyways with fragrant street food stalls and quiet parks where elderly residents practice Tai Chi in the early morning. The city that once overwhelmed her now feels like a second home. Tet approaching, Mai's thoughts turn to her village. She decides to ride back home for the celebrations, a journey that will test both her new riding skills and her evolved identity. As she prepares for the trip, Mai carefully packs her ninja outfit alongside the new clothes she'll wear for the holiday. The anticipation builds as Mai imagines her family's reaction to her transformation. Will they see it as a betrayal of their traditions or as a creative adaptation to urban life? Mai hopes they'll understand that beneath the ninja gear, she's still the same girl who left the village months ago, just with a newfound confidence and appreciation for the complexity of Vietnamese culture. As Mai approaches her village, the familiar sights and sounds stir a mix of emotions. She pulls over, takes a deep breath, and removes her ninja gear. The cool air kisses her skin as she rides the final stretch home. Her family rushes out to greet her, their eyes wide with surprise at her confident demeanor and the shiny motorbike beneath her. Over steaming bowls of vo during Tet celebrations, Mai shares stories of her city adventures. She pulls out her ninja outfit, explaining its practicality and cultural significance. To her relief, her family listens with curiosity rather than judgment. Her grandmother nods approvingly, seeing how Mai has found a way to adapt while still honoring their tradition. As fireworks light up the night sky, Mai reflects on her journey. She's no longer caught between two worlds, but a bridge between them. In embracing both her rural roots and urban experiences, she's crafted an identity uniquely her own, a true reflection of modern Vietnam.